What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Two Conversational. We preview each week of the NFL, give our picks and predictions for the upcoming games. And yeah, not looking too hot for me, right, to start for a record. I went 10-6 the first week and 10-6 the second week. But Evan, you're seeing the board well. What are your records? What did you go last week again?
I went last week. I went 12-4, and then this week I had a pretty good record of 15-1. So I'm sitting at a total of 27-5. Sitting pretty hot right now. I just want to keep that streak going, and hopefully we can hit a 16-0 sometime here soon.
Hell yeah. And Pack, they look good. Starting out the season 2-0. I know you mentioned last week how good the Packers looked, but they even backed it up on Thursday night last week against the Commanders and showed how dominant they actually are. Granted, it is only 2 weeks into the season, so don't get your panties in a wad yet. But yeah, they are looking good, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Vikings, JJ McCarthy out. Obviously, like 5 starting quarterbacks out this coming up week 3. Joe Burrow, turf toe. Mac Jones is starting for the 49ers for Brock Purdy. He also has turf toe. Jane Daniels a little banged up. Who knows? Yeah, we'll go through some of those while we go through the games here, but let's just hop right into week 3 here. We got Thursday night. We got a divisional game there. The 0-2 Dolphins traveling to the Bills. Here, let me share my screen so you guys can kind of see as well. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, Dolphins, Bills to start the week off here, divisional game. Buffalo favored by 11.5 points. Pretty big spread, probably the biggest of the week, I would imagine. Haven't quite looked at all of them, but yeah, on this one, what do you got to add to that? Buffalo.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of a no-brainer. Buffalo's been playing well, and obviously Miami. They didn't play too bad, or Tua didn't play too bad last week. I know he had 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. I think I'm throwing from was 300 yards. So he played pretty well, but they still lost to the Patriots by I think 3 or 6 points around there. But yeah, I'm going to go Buffalo here. I think it's a no-brainer. I think obviously could be possibly the MVP of the NFL yet again after last year in Josh Allen, and yeah, I just think they're rolling. So I'm going to go Buffalo, and they're at home too. So I think the home field advantage is going to help a bit too. But yeah, Buffalo at home.
Yeah, yeah, Buffalo barely squeaked it out week 1. I know I was out week 2 there with an illness there, but yeah, Buffalo barely squeaked out over the Ravens week 1. And they just put a belt whooping on the Jets last week. Dolphins, Indy, lost to Indy. They looked terrible week 1. Did start, like you said, started to click a little bit last week with Tyreek having a 40-yard catch or a catch over 40 yards since like week 2 of last year. And so hopefully everything can start clicking. But yeah, not a lot of positivity coming out of the Dolphins organization at all, really. Tua said something. I saw this on Pat McAfee. Tua said something along the lines of, "I can't do half of what Josh Allen
Yeah,
can do."
and I saw that too. Why, as a professional athlete, would you ever say that? I just don't understand it. That type of mindset's terrible, especially
Yeah.
for a starting quarterback to say that about yourself. That already puts him, 1 foot behind Josh Allen just by saying that. Not even to talk about like athletic ability, skill level. Yeah, I heard that and I was like, what in the heck is he talking about?
Yeah, I'm going Buffalo in this one as well. 11.5 is quite a bit, but yeah, touchdown and a field goal over the Dolphins. Yeah, plus a few points. I don't know, but yeah, I'm going Bills on that one as well.
Yeah,
but yeah, kind of head into your game. You traveling to Cleveland to the Dog Pound. 2-0 Packers looking phenomenal. Traveling to Cleveland to take on the Cleveland Browns, who are having some quarterback issues still. Joe Flacco didn't look great last week, only threw for 200 yards. But yeah, I mean, what do you got to add to this? Pack looked good. Offense could probably use something. They don't have a whole lot of juice on the offensive end. Haven't seen it in the last 2 weeks. I mean,
Tucker Kraft balled out. He had 130 yards receiving, touchdown. It hurts. Jaden Reed's out for 8 weeks or 8 to 10 weeks with a broken collarbone, but he also had his footwork down, which he was going to play through. I think he had that plantar fasciitis or something like that, which leads to a lot of Achilles tears. He was trying to play through it until this collarbone issue. So he had 2 surgeries yesterday to heal those. So he'll be back by. Granted, we make the postseason. He'll be back by postseason, so that's good. Get him healthy. We still have Romeo Doubs. He's had a touchdown in each one of the games. Josh Jacobs played a little bit better than he did week one. He's just ramping up too. He had a touchdown again this week, so he's had a touchdown in each of the games. I think our offense is good enough. I don't think our offense has to be as dominant because our defense is probably top one in the NFL, top two. And I just think, yeah, they took Micah Parsons off of, snap count. He's fully healthy. He wasn't even on the injury report at all, which he has been the past 2 weeks. So he's going to take, hopefully, many more snaps than he has the previous 2 weeks. So I'm excited to see how they play. Yeah, the Browns are the Browns. Like you said, probably top three worst team in the NFL right now. So I'm going to go Packers on the road. First road game, see how we do, but yeah, I'm going to go Pack all the way.
Yeah, first kind of not necessarily diversity since you're playing the Browns, but a lot of talk around Cleveland. They want either Dylan Gabriel or Shadur Sanders to start this game. I don't agree with that. Versus the only reason why versus the Packers. Let Joe Flacco get his ass kicked against the Packers and take the beating and keep your young guys healthy. Just in case, yeah, he does go down, then you have two healthy backups. I mean, the rookies
Right.
obviously, but yeah, not looking too hot. Only positive note for the Browns, Keyshawn Judkins is back, and he looked really good last week. 10 carries, 61 yards, averaging 6.1 a tote. I don't know how well he's going to be doing against the Packers, but he did lead the Cleveland Browns in touches out of the backfield. So
Mhm.
look for him to get going. Hopefully, yeah, he can show some signs because there hasn't been a whole lot of rookies that have been performing outstanding. Maybe besides like Tet McMillan, he's been playing pretty well,
Mhm.
but not a whole lot of other rookies really doing hot this year so far. Right now, I shouldn't say
Right.
just only 2 weeks in, but yeah, give me the Pack on this one as well. 7.5 touchdown. Yeah, I bet you they win by 10 on that one. So yeah, give me the Pack. Moving on here, you got the Indianapolis Colts, who are also undefeated. Danny
Mhm.
Dimes looking great, leading the Colts to a close victory over the Denver Broncos. A little controversy at the end with that field goal, whether the Broncos got pushed off of the guy or what, or catapulted, what have you. But they did get the flag, the penalty, and got a re-kick and made it with no time left on the clock. And they're traveling to Tennessee, take on the 0-2 Titans and Cam Ward. Uh, yeah, not much. There was some glimpses of Cam Ward that played uh,
Mhm.
kind of well last week. He had that cross-body throw to the other rookie, Amon Waro or whatever. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, that's really it was not a great throw because you're not supposed to be doing that, but it was completed and it did end up being a touchdown. So yeah, what do you got to add on this one?
Yeah, I said this last week. I'm going to ride the Danny Dimes train here. I think he's playing well. I mean, they said it today on the show, the Pat McAfee show. Maybe the previous years were obviously where he was. They didn't have a good offensive line. I mean, just because Indianapolis might have just what he needed to, start playing well. Just like kind of like Sam Darnold a little bit, like with the Vikings last year. Yeah, Danny Dimes. Maybe this is what he needed. So I'm gonna ride. I'm gonna keep stay with the Colts here. I picked them the past 2 weeks. So I'm gonna go with them again. Yeah, I'm gonna go Colts on the road.
Yeah. Loud House is bumping last game, last two games actually for the Colts. They are going on the road here to Tennessee. Kind of a tough place to play, but with the talent on the Titans, they're young, don't have a whole lot going for them, especially being 0-2 here to start the year. Yeah, give me the Colts. I
Yeah,
don't like I don't like picking this guy. I think Tennessee they might start clicking here.
they
Just a lot
might.
of
I
their
just don't think
young,
it's. I think it's just a little too early yet. I mean, obviously
yeah,
they're playing a little bit better. I mean, they obviously scored what 19 last week. So not too bad on the opposite side. I think they just need a few more weeks. I think potentially they could be, at the end of the season, maybe like a six and
yeah.
nine
You
team
think I
or
think they're
six and
sitting at
11
five
team.
and at the beginning of the year they're sitting at 5.5 over under for wins
Yeah,
of
I
the
think I
season.
think they're going to be right around that, and which is not terrible for a rookie quarterback. Obviously, I don't see. Obviously, it's one in a million to do what Jaden Daniels did last year. It's not gonna happen every year for a rookie quarterback. So yeah, I don't know, but I think they're going to be right around that 5.5 for Cam Ward.
Yeah. Um yeah, Colts all the way for both of us here. But moving on to the game with no starting quarter, or I guess there is a starting quarterback, obviously, but not the name starting quarterback for the beginning of the season. Joe Burrow, like we mentioned, down with turf toe, going to be out like 3 months with that surgery. They're hopeful to be back towards the end of the season, but they got Jake Browning starting. he's showed glimpses in the past when Joe Burrow gets hurt. He
Hmm.
throws for 250, 300 yards and a couple touchdowns. But he also last week threw three interceptions as well.
Yep.
So he does have both of those. And then, yeah, Carson Wentz taking over, baby. Um, Obviously, record breaker, six teams and starting for six different teams in six different years.
Hmm.
Never been done by another NFL quarterback ever. But he grew up a Vikings fan from North Dakota, Bismarck area. So he grew up watching the Vikings and everything like that when Vikings made the playoff run with Brett Favre there, all that good stuff. So read a little bit into that, but been there for only a month. Can you figure out the Kevin O'Connell offense in a month? I don't know. And Jake Browning's been there for 3, 4 years as a backup for
Hmm.
the Bengals.
Right.
Has Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Chase Brown all still there and healthy. Um, Another injury for Vikings, Aaron Jones on IR as well. So Jordan Mason's going to be taking over that backfield. We still have our weapons minus Jordan Addison, which he'll be back next week. But Minnesota favored by 2.5 in this one. Probably the only reason at home. But really,
Hmm.
I'm kind of nervous about this one. I thought if we beat Atlanta, then moving on to Cincinnati, beat them with JJ McCarthy, but obviously things aren't looking too hot on the quarterback end for our season here. So we'll see what happens. But what do you got in this one, or what do you want to add?
Yeah, it's just this is a tough one for me. Obviously, with two backups, I think the point that you made was really good with the Bengals. Yeah, yeah, Browning's been there 3 or 4 years, but the biggest thing is I think is they have their weapons. They have obviously you're out, you're running back, but Jordan Mason's great, and then you still have JJ, but what's his name's out, Addison's out, so that kind of hurts. And I haven't seen much out of Thielen. On the other hand, the Bengals have Jamar Chase, T. I just think their weapons are going to outperform your guys's, so I'm going to go Bengals on the road. Um, Tough start, and I haven't seen Wentz play in. When's the last time Wentz actually played? Maybe last year a little bit. I know
Yeah,
he played for the Chiefs last year, didn't he?
I think he might have got a game
Played
and
like the
started
last, I
a
think the
game.
last game,
Yeah,
maybe the
when
last
they
game of the
played the
season.
Broncos or whatever and lost, maybe.
Yeah, so I don't know. I know he can sling it. I know they were talking about that on the show today too. He's one of those guys. You're like, oh shit, because he just throws it up and just hopes for a prayer, you know. So it sucks. I wanted to pick the Vikings on this one, but I just don't see it happening. Yeah, at home, I got to stick with the Bengals here.
Yeah. I mean, I have more faith in Carson Wentz, I think, just with being taking a team to the Super Bowl, obviously, totally different team. That was like what, 5, 6 years ago. But he has the experience, he has what it takes to lead a team to the playoffs and everything. Um, I'm gonna run with Carson Wentz and stick with
Hmm.
the home team. I'm not gonna go against the Vikings probably ever this year. Just
Right.
being a faithful, but yeah, give me Minnesota at home. Luckily, it is at home, playing in the dome. No really other elements. Yeah, I like the Vikings in this one. Hopefully, we can get it done 21-20, something goofy like that, just to get us out of this week and
Yeah.
onto our travels to across over to the other side of the pond. So
Yeah, and I
yeah,
think just is he on IR?
who?
Um, your
No,
quarterback.
no, he's
Oh,
just
because they were
out, I
saying
believe.
they were saying today that he wasn't going to be playing. He probably wouldn't play in the two games overseas either.
Right, but that's only 3 weeks
Yeah, might as well put him on IR and give him another week to
because
rest.
then we have a bye
Okay.
after week
So yeah,
5,
obviously there's no point. Yeah, so he's still pretty much on not on physically on IR, but he's
but
probably
he's
going to
going to
get
be
4 weeks of
probably out.
rest.
Yeah, right, right. Because if you put him on IR, I think is it 4 games or four just weeks?
I think it's four. That's a good question. I don't know if it's 4 weeks, if they can count that by or not. I don't know.
Right. Yeah,
I
we'll
think it's
see.
four physical games.
Yeah. So yeah, moving on. I got the Vikings, you got the Bengals, so we're flipped on that one. Otherwise, I think it's only been 4. Yeah, I think we're solid through the first 4, except for this guy here. But yeah, moving on here, we got the Steelers and Patriots. This one should be a tough battle. Steelers kind of pissed it down their leg last week, right after that kind of interception in the back of the end zone.
Hmm.
Which probably was going to be a touchdown to Fryermuth, but Calvin Austin, the third, kind of reached his hands out.
Jumped in front of it. Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't supposed to be there. I mean, it was congested. It's in the red zone, so I mean, really not a whole lot other place to go. But I mean, yeah. After that, you saw what happened with Caleb Johnson, let it go in the end zone.
Hmm.
Seattle recovered, and then it was just all downhill from there. But not the week one performance from Aaron Rodgers. Didn't throw 4 touchdowns. Then kind of came back down to earth.
And get through two picks,
Yeah, came back
I
down to earth
think.
here this week too. But yeah, going up against a good Patriots team, solid Patriots team, I should say. Lost week one, but got the dub last week. Who did they play? You just mentioned it.
The Dolphins.
Yeah, they beat the Dolphins last week by what 9 points or something like that, or something close. But yeah, who do you
Yep.
got in this one? What do you got to add? Steelers, Patriots. Pittsburgh's actually favored by 1.5 on the road over the
Hmm.
Patriots. Who do you got in this one?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. It's a tough one too. I was really because that was my only loss last week was the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm gonna go with them. I'm gonna stick with them. I do. I think this is gonna be a good matchup. I just think the Steelers bounce back after last week, and hopefully they learn some lessons, especially Caleb Johnson with the rules of the kickoff, and then obviously you can't have your two receivers running to the same corner, especially when you need a touchdown because they kind of get tangled up, congested, like you said, and that really messed them up. So could have been a touchdown, and then who knows which way the game would have gone. But I'm gonna go Steelers on the road against the New England Patriots.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Drake May at home.
He played really well last week.
Yep. He showed some elusiveness too. I don't know. And they're looking good. Ramon Stevenson kind of came back to life last week. Antonio Gibson had a kickoff return.
Hmm.
They just have a lot of energy around the team, and Mike Vrabel, he's
Yep.
their head coach. He brings a
Yep.
lot of energy. So,
He does.
dang, this can be close. If Aaron Rodgers goes off though
Yeah, I think
in
it just depends
Foxborough,
on. Yeah, I
yeah,
mean,
Lee,
has he ever played in? Has he ever played? Oh, he did. Has because he played for the Jets for 2 years or that one year.
yeah,
Someday he definitely has played the Patriots. But
yeah,
I mean, two good coaches going head to head. Obviously, Mike Tomlin's a Hall of Famer.
yeah. I
Yeah, I
just
know.
don't like the
They just gotta
mistakes that
fit. They
I
just
don't
gotta
like
figure
what
some shit
happened
out.
last week. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
Patriots. Yeah, I'm gonna go Patriots on this one. Yeah, Steelers got some things to figure out. Obviously, yeah, kind of a learning lesson for the whole league. I didn't really
Hmm.
even know what was going on. Really, I thought it was gonna be a dead ball, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so a lot of learning lessons there. But yeah, give me the Patriots on this one on the road. Yeah, give me the Pats. All right, moving on here. Rams, Eagles, both undefeated teams. Not a divisional, but a conference. Is it? No, yeah, conference game there.
Hmm.
Philly is favored by 3.5. Uh, yeah, Rams, Eagles. Who do you got in this one? Is Matt Stafford starting?
Yeah, I think I believe he is. I'm not sure about Puka Nakua though. I know he. Let me see.
Yeah, he was a little banged up, but they still got Devontae too.
Yeah, Devontae had one hell of a game. He had his first 100-yard game for the Rams and a touchdown. Um, oh boy, Rams look good, but I gotta go Eagles, man. I
Yeah,
think I
they
think the
look
Eagles
like
are
a
a
stout team.
powerhouse.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Eagles at home.
Yeah, Eagles beating the Chiefs last week kind of was a statement game. Chiefs were looking for revenge, but yeah, Chiefs aren't looking like the Chiefs. But
Mm-mm.
as the saying goes, Chiefs are the Chiefs. So we'll
Yeah,
see what if they can turn it around. But yeah, two undefeated teams. LA traveling to Philadelphia. Um, Shoot, Rams are looking. Their defense is looking stout. I like the Rams defense. They're
hmm.
flying.
They are.
Um, but yeah, you got Saquon. Philly hasn't been doing a whole lot on offense either. Give me the shoot. Yeah, give me the Philadelphia Eagles, but I like the Rams too. In this
Yeah.
one, I bet you it is going to be a 3 point game. I bet you Rams cover the spread. I think
Hmm.
they only lose
I
by
think it's gonna be.
three.
Yeah, I think it'd be a tight game. It
Yeah,
should
it's
be a
going to be a
really. It
good
should
one.
be a really fun one for noon too.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah. In
yeah, it should
Philly
be
at
good.
Lincoln Financial. Yeah, give me the
Yeah.
Eagles in this one. That's a tough one though. I'm going to watch this game for sure. That's going to be a good one.
Hmm.
Yeah, moving on here. You got the 0-2 Jets. Not looking hot. Justin Fields has a concussion. He's going to be out. Tyrod Taylor is starting there.
Yeah.
Going against Tampa Bay, who Baker led another fourth quarter winning drive there to
Yes,
win the
sir.
game on Monday night over Houston. Um, yeah, what else you got to add? Jets. I don't know. Facing on the Bucks, who are a lot of people are saying they're going to go to the Super Bowl, but
Yeah, I mean, I just think, yeah, like you said, that game-winning drive by Baker, man, he looked phenomenal. His fourth down, he ran for it.
Mhm.
kind of the DB's fault. He came up. I think his DB or linebacker came up too hot. Baker kind of went underneath of him, got the first down. Yeah, Baker looks so much better than he did. Can't believe the Browns wrote him off. What was that, 4 years ago?
Yeah.
Or 5 years ago, because I know he played in Carolina, and then yeah, I think it's his third or fourth year with the Bucks. Whatever, doesn't matter. Oh yeah, Buccaneers 100%, especially with Justin Fields out. Even they didn't even look that great. I mean, both teams. We like when we said the Steelers and the Jets were going to be pretty good because they both look good for week one. They both did not play very well the second week. So who knows about the Jets? But I'm going to go Buccaneers all the way. I think they even cover that. That spread there. I think they probably beat them by 10, 14 points.
Yeah, Jets did play the Lions though, so that's a tough matchup, especially
Mm-hmm.
after the Lions. The Lions lost first week, didn't know.
Yeah, they played us.
Yeah, they lost first week, and I think
Yep.
Jared Goff is like 11-0 coming off of a loss or something
Yeah.
against the spread. So it's a tough matchup for the Jets, but Bucks did look halfway decent. They left up that big touchdown to Nico right away.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, yeah, with Baker on your team, he has the most touchdowns ever since being traded to the Bucks in the league. He has the most touchdowns out of any
Yep.
quarterback since being traded there, and has like 13 game-winning drives too. Um, yeah, comeback kid. Uh, some people say he's up for MVP conversation here this year. Um, yeah, give me the Bucks. There's not a whole lot to talk about this, and I do like. Hopefully, Brees Hall can get going and Garrett Wilson, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, not Tyrod Taylor halfway decent. But yeah, give me
And I
the
like that. I like that two-way back with Bucky Irving and who's number one,
Rashad White.
Rashad White. I mean, I thought they were going to put Bucky in at the goal line when they scored there. I think
Oh,
towards the end of the game.
if they had
And
to. He's the one that got him down there.
no, Bucky didn't put him in. They didn't put Bucky in. They put White
No,
in. He
I know.
scored.
Bucky caught that screen pass and ran it for 35 yards to get him even down there to like the 3 yard line. And
Yeah,
then
and
they
then
put Rashad White in. Yeah.
yeah,
They
that's
should
what
have
I'm
gave it to
saying.
Bucky. He's the one that
Right.
got him
No, but
down
I'm
there.
saying I
But
like that dual threat where they're able to use both
oh
backs
yeah.
whenever they want. They're both good running backs. So.
Yep. Rashad White was the starter like 3 years ago until Bucky Irvin came in from Oregon and kind
Hmm.
of took over the backfield halfway through the season. But he had a phenomenal half season last year and back half of the season and
Yeah.
is starting to is carrying it over. But yeah, Rashad White's still there and he is a good back. So
Hmm.
yeah, give me the Buccaneers there with Mike Evans. Chris Godwin is
No, I think he's on IR, so I think he'll
I
be
don't think
back
he's
week.
on IR anymore. I think they took him off
Oh.
IR.
No, once you put him on at the beginning of the year, they can't take him off. He has to miss at least 4 games.
But he would, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he was on IR before that. He was on IR last year because yeah, I'm pretty sure he's off IR. But
Uh, we'll
anywho,
check. I'll
yeah,
check on our
I don't
fantasy.
think he's playing this week. I don't believe, but I think he is off IR. So he has that 21-day period or whatever window to get back on, or else he has to go back on IR or
No,
something
he's
like
not on
that.
IR. He's questionable.
Yeah. So
Ankles listed as limited for team's practice on the week on Wednesday. So today,
yep.
so his first practice today. He probably won't be playing.
Right, but that opened up that 21-day window, so he'll be back hopefully within the next 3 weeks, or else
Hmm.
he has to go back on IR. But
Yep.
he's progressing, so once they get him back and Emeka and Buka and Mike Evans, they're full throttle
Hmm. And
Buccaneers.
Sterling
So
Sterling or not Sterling Sharp. Sterling Shepard looks
Shepard,
pretty good for him too.
uh, halfway decent, but yeah, he probably won't get much playing time once Chris Godwin gets back. But I'm
No.
just saying, once they get all their weapons back, they're going to be
Hmm.
stout. But yeah, give me the Buccaneers. We spent a lot of time on them. But yeah, moving on here, we got the 1-1 Las Vegas Raiders, who lost to the Chargers pretty handily last week or on Monday night, going to Washington to take on the Commies, who are also 1-1. Washington favored by 3.5 seems kind of low. I think that was the spread for the Chargers game on Monday with the Raiders as well.
Hmm.
Yeah, what do you got to add to this one? Brock
Nothing.
Bowers
Nothing. Yeah, Geno Smith. He had
looked like trash.
three picks. Yeah, he scored me six fantasy points after he played really good week one. I'm taking his ass outright again this week. Commanders all the way. Yeah, I'm going
Yeah,
Commanders at home.
yeah, high sprained, not a high ankle sprain, but a sprained knee, PCL or something for Jaden Daniels. He
Yeah, I
is
don't think
limited in
I don't
practice.
think he's going to play this week.
We'll see. He's not listed as out yet. He's probably going to be a game time decision. They're taking it day by day.
Who's the
Uh,
backup for?
Howell, is it Howell?
Oh, I don't think so. I keep talking. I'll try to find it
Yeah,
here.
but anyway, commies might be down Jaden Daniels, down Austin Eckler. He was put on IR, so they're rocking with Jacoby Merritt Merced or whatever his name is,
Yeah,
Jacory Merritt Merced.
McCoskey or whatever.
Yeah, Debo Samuel's been halfway decent. Terry McLaurin hasn't gotten a whole lot of opportunities, but he'll get there. They'll start clicking again. But yeah, what
Oh,
else do you got to add to this one?
the backup for the Commanders is Marcus Mariota.
Oh, he can run, I guess, but we've
Hmm.
seen what he can do. He's not a proven quarterback in
Shit,
the
this
league.
could be.
So
I mean, I shouldn't have picked Commanders so quick,
yeah, three
but
and a half. Yeah,
that's probably why
at
because
home.
Geno's going to play, but Jaden's probably not going to play if it's this tight.
Yeah,
I
but
think that.
this was the 3.5. Raiders had a 3.5 uh, dog to the Chargers, and Chargers won by like 9.
Yeah, I'm still going to go Commanders. You going Commanders?
Yeah, I'm going commies. Yeah,
Perfect.
yep. They are old, so hopefully that veteran status or veteran presence can like overcome this if Jaden Daniels is out. But yeah,
Hmm.
I'll take commies at home on this one and land over. But yeah, moving on here. Atlanta Falcons, bad taste in my mouth. Traveling to the Panthers who are 0-2. Uh, not they don't look terrible though. This one was a tough one for me too. Falcons at Carolina. Falcons are favored by 5.5 though. Um, but yeah, who do you got in this one? Anything to add? Bijan
Yeah,
looks
I do.
good.
Yeah, Bijan looks really good. Michael Penix, good. Yeah, I think there's the weapons on the Falcons side of the ball is going to beat the Panthers. I feel bad for Bryce Young, but I don't think they get it done. I'm gonna go Falcons at on the road.
Yeah, this one I kind of want to pick the Panthers to be honest. With just being at home and hopefully Bryce Young can I don't know rejuvenate his get it going again like he did last season. It is
Hmm.
at home. They haven't played at home yet, but played both road games. So um, I think they cover the 5.5. I think it's going to be a 3-point game. It's going to come down to a field goal. Falcons always are in those type of games, field goal games, things of that nature. They run one
Yeah.
with Tampa Bay at the very beginning in week 1, and Young Hoku knocked it off the upright. And he's actually wasn't playing last week. It was
Mm-mm.
Parker
He didn't make the
Romo.
trip. Yeah.
Yep. So Parker Romo went 5 for 5 though, and fucking damn sour taste in my mouth. But yeah, I'll take Falcons on the road as well. I do like the Panthers though. I think it's gonna be closer than 5.5. Um, fuck it, I'm gonna take the Panthers. Actually, I'm gonna take the
Might as
Panthers
well.
at home on this one. I think they are gonna just find something at home, get it going, show the home crowd your rookies have a ball. Yeah, so
Hmm.
I'm gonna go Panthers at home on this one actually. So yeah, give me the Panthers. Moving on here, we got the Houston Texans 0-2 to start the year. Tough loss last week. Going up against the Jaguars, who got a dub last week and are didn't look too half bad. Both Travis Etienne and Bashan Tootin got a rushing touch or receiving touch or scored a touchdown, I should say. Um, yeah, who do you like? Liam Cohen down there in Jacksonville?
Yeah, I do. I just don't. I don't really have a lot of faith in Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, what do you else got to add to this
I
one? Nico
think
looked
I
good.
just
Nick
think
Chubb
yeah,
scored a
Nico
touchdown
looked good.
last week.
Chubb looked pretty damn good. I think yeah, I'm gonna go Texans here. Um,
Get their first dub of the year
I think
on the
they do,
road.
man. They're hungry, man. They're 0-2. I mean, close game last week. Probably thinking they shouldn't have lost, or they could have done something different to win that game. Play
Gave
better
Baker
defense,
three, yeah.
tackle,
Gave Baker
tackle.
3 minutes
Yeah,
to score. So I don't know if I mean,
yeah.
yeah,
I'm gonna
you
go
do want to score.
Texans.
Nick Chubb had a 20. That was that 25-yard scamper that Nick Chubb scored right there
Hmm.
with 3 minutes left. So I mean, that was a positive, and yeah, they were pumped going into that 3 minutes. That I think thought they were going to win that one, especially
Yeah,
with their
they definitely
defense. They do
did.
have a good defense, but um, Baker, man. Yeah, baller. Who do you got in this one? Texans
I'm
0-2, Jaguars
yeah. I'm gonna go
1-1.
Texans. I'm gonna go Texans.
Oh yeah, you said that. Yeah, I'm gonna go Jacksonville. I like Liam Cohen down there, and I like Trevor Lawrence. I think he's gonna come back, and I think yeah, Travis Hunter, Brian Thomas is a little banged up, I think. But they got Travis Etienne, who's kind of looking good this year as well. Yeah, give me the Jacksonville Jaguars at home in this one.
You're
Jacksonville.
gambling. I guess you're not. You're taking the. You're not even taking. I'm gambling more than you are probably.
Yeah, this Panthers one was a is a shot in the dark, but we'll see what happens here. But yeah, that wraps it up for the noon o'clock games. And then moving on to the afternoon games. This is a divisional one. This one's going to be fun to watch as well. They're at 3:05. You got the Denver Broncos are 1-1. Tough loss last week, like we mentioned. The Colts, that field goal at the end of the game,
Hmm.
going up against the Chargers, who are looking dominant both first week against the Chiefs and against the Vegas Raiders last
Yep.
week. Justin Herbert and Jim Harbaugh got something going on. Najee Harris looked halfway decent, but Martin Hampton's not getting a whole lot of touches. But Quentin Johnston is the star of the show down there in New Orleans, along with Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen, he looked pretty good.
But Quentin Johnston scored another touchdown. He has 3
Yeah,
touchdowns and like 200
Keenan had
yards.
one too. I think
Yeah,
this was the
yep.
best for
Keenan
Keenan
Allen
to
had it.
return to.
Yep.
Yeah,
So I mean,
Chargers.
things are clicking there in LA, and they are favored by 2.5 there at home. Who do you got?
I think this is gonna be a brawl. I'm kind of like the Broncos and the Colts win. I think it's gonna be a close game, tight game. But yeah, I gotta go Chargers here. Yeah, Harbaugh said like Quentin Johnston, Keenan Allen, Ryan Hampton. Yeah, just a bunch of weapons on the offensive side. I'm gonna go Chargers at home.
Yeah, J.K. Dobbins return game to L.A. They
Yep,
might get
yep.
him going for the Broncos. But Broncos defense, they had up 28 to the Colts last week.
But who knows? The Colts might be actually pretty damn good.
Danny,
Who
I don't
knows?
know, man. Yeah, who knows? Tyler Warren's looking good for the Colts and everything. But yeah, we passed the Colts. But yeah, Broncos defense didn't look too hot last week. That's the only thing that's scaring me away from picking them. There's yeah, especially with the Chargers offense, by Justin Herbert's managing that team. Yeah, give me the Chargers. Yep, Chargers at home, especially in at SoFi. So
Hmm.
yeah, give me LA over the Broncos. This is gonna be a good game, divisional game, always close. So one to keep an eye on. Yeah, moving on here. 0-2 Saints traveling to Seattle, who 1-1 looked pretty good last week and not too bad the first week. I mean, they
Hmm.
are favored by 7.5 in this one at home, home of the 12th man. But yeah, Sam Darnold not looking crazy good, but not looking bad either. I mean,
Hmm.
Jack Smith-Njigba is playing
Cooper
well.
Cup.
Yep, Cooper Kupp had a hell of a week last week, and then Kenneth Walker stepped it up too. I think he knows that there is Zach Charbonnet on his tail in that backfield, and I think he had something to prove, and I think he has something to prove all year this year. So
Hmm.
I do like Seattle, and their offensive line is looking pretty stout as well. So yeah, anything to add to this game?
Yeah, I mean, I just don't. Well, Spencer Rattler, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, not a fan. Yeah, Seattle. Yeah, like you said, Darnold's looking decent, not great, not like he looked like last year, but he has some weapons around him. At home of the 12th man. Give me Seattle.
Yeah, I'm taking the Hawks as well at home. 7.5's a lot,
Yeah, that's crazy.
but the Saints, though, I mean, they haven't
Yeah,
shown
they don't.
really anything. So
No.
um, yeah, they're probably going to be top
But
five
damn,
pick
does Alvin
next year.
Kamara still play for him? Oh, Jesus. I
Hmm.
mean, I
Yeah,
know he
he's the
does.
only
I know
one
he
that's really been
pretty much
doing a
leads the whole
whole lot.
team.
Yeah, because Chris Olave hasn't been doing hot. Rashid Shaheed, not a whole lot of touches. Really isn't anything to speak about on the Saints. Maybe their defense have been playing halfway decent, but other than that, yeah, give me Seattle. Moving on here. Game of probably America's game of the week here. You got the Dallas Cowboys traveling to Soldier Field to take on the 0-2 Bears. The Bears are still the Bears, and Dallas, hell of a win last week for the boys.
Hmm.
Squeaked one out over the Giants, barely squeaked one out over the Giants there.
Yeah,
But Russ, yeah, on Mr. Unlimited.
450 through the air.
Yeah, Mr. Unlimited had a hell of a game. League Neighbors had a hell of a game. But yeah, last week was good for the Cowboys, good outing. Going up against the 0-2 Bears might have another good outing here for another 450 or Dallas and Dak throwing 300 and a couple touchdowns. So
Hmm.
we'll see what happens in
I
this
think
one,
that might
man.
happen. Yeah. The Bears, man, the Bears. I don't know. I just feel bad for their franchise. Letting up 52 points against Detroit, just not good. I mean, obviously, yeah, it was Detroit. They played the Packers, and then maybe it was a bounce back game for them. Jared Goff goes off, throws 5 touchdowns. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go Cowboys here. I just the only thing that makes me nervous is that they only beat the Giants by one. But taking into account that, yeah, you said
Like
League
put
Neighbors
up
balled out
45 or whatever
450
passing
um,
yards.
passing yards. I don't think Russ. He might do it again, but he might have had his best game of the year. this year. So I'm gonna go Cowboys on the road against the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, I'm taking the boys as well. Yeah, Javonte's looking halfway decent in the backfield. Javonte
Mm-hmm.
Williams, and then obviously Pickens had his first touchdown last week.
Hell yeah.
But good. Yeah, I like the Cowboys defense. I think they added
Jadeveon Clowney,
Jadeveon
I think.
Clowney, yeah, for
Yep.
as a pass rusher. I think it was at during the game. They added him or right after or whatever. Jerry Jones did a
Yeah.
little press thing. Um, but yeah, if they added Jadeveon Clowney, good for 5 sacks. I mean, the biggest presence is he gets to the quarterback, brings a lot of pressures and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So could impact, could make a difference. And then they got Kenny Clark in there or whatever
Yep. Kenny
in the
Clark. Yep.
middle.
D
So
tackle.
their defense is coming together. Obviously missing Micah, but yeah, Bears are still the Bears. Give me the boys in this one.
Yes, sir.
All right, moving on to the next game here. Got the 0 or the 2-0 Cardinals also undefeated, traveling to the 49ers, San Francisco, who are also 2-0 and undefeated. Um, yeah, what else you got to add to this one? You got Brock Purdy out with turf
Mm-hmm.
toe as well.
George Kittle
Um,
out.
George Kittle out. But yeah, Mac Jones, who had 3 touchdowns and about 300
Mm-hmm.
yards last week, so he played
Yep.
well.
Zero, no turnovers, I don't think.
Yep, exactly. So,
They're pretty good.
yeah, and Cardinals, Kyler Murray, Trey McBride looked good last week, but other than that, all the other skill players were kind of non-existent.
Yeah,
You
gotta
had
get.
Michael Wilson or something like that scored
Yeah,
a
Michael
touchdown.
Wilson. Yep.
Um,
Gotta get. Wow, what's his name? More involved.
Marvin Harrison
Marvin
Jr. Yeah,
Harrison got to.
yep,
Um, This is a tough one. I think this is going to be very evenly matched. I think Mac Jones comes out and plays pretty good. Um,
yep. Two and a
oh,
half point spread for the 49ers at home.
yeah, this is
So
tough. Ooh.
49ers defense looks pretty good. So do the Cardinals defense look pretty
Mm-hmm.
good. Buda Baker and everything like that. Um, yeah, I don't really know much about the Christian McCaffrey is balling out this year.
Yeah.
Um, he's been running the ball, catching the ball, doing Christian McCaffrey things. Ricky
Mm-hmm.
Pearsall had a good week last week. Um, yeah,
Shoot, I just don't know. I just don't know about Mac Jones. That's the only thing. And Kyler Murray, they can let you down. He can let you down sometimes too.
yeah, on the road. They are 1-0 on the road this year, I guess, if that has anything. 49ers haven't played at home yet this year. This is their first home game. Um,
Fuck it. Yeah, give me the Niners at home.
Taking Niners at home, Mac Jones. I mean, this is a good system for him. He is a system
Yeah,
quarterback.
Kyle
Uh,
Shanahan.
Yep. And it's a good system for him, I believe. Kind of just game manager type of offense. And
Yep.
that's kind of what Brock Purdy is, and Mac Jones is. So we'll see what happens. But I'm going to take the Arizona Cardinals. I'm going to take Cardinals on the road. They look good this year. I mean, not outstanding, but I mean, they looked good last year too, or halfway decent last year. I was picking Cardinals at home last year, and
Mm-hmm.
they let me down only once or so. Um, yeah, Cardinals, they have a good defense, stout. I like Buda Baker. Yeah, but like you said, just need to get Marvin Harris. Just gonna need weapons more involved in the offense. Obviously, have Trey McBride, who's gonna ball out every week. But I mean, yeah, for stout 49ers defense, Warner is not gonna let Trey McBride just run all over the defense. So you're gonna have to get other people involved. But I think uh, Cardinals can do that. What's their coach's name? He was like pew 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 pew. I can't remember
Oh
his
yeah,
can't remember his
Shane,
name.
not Steichen.
No,
No,
I
that's
think
the
he's the
Colts,
Colts.
isn't
Yeah,
it?
but he's a goofy motherfucker. But I like his play calling. I think he's a good offensive coordinator. So or a good offensive play caller. So yeah, give me the Arizona Cardinals on in this one. For some reason, I like the Cardinals in this one to knock out the 49ers. And mainly just because Brock Purdy's not playing, Mac Jones is, Kyler Murray's playing. So yeah, give me the Cardinals out on the road on this one over the 49ers. So and then moving on, you got Sunday night here. Uh, Mr. Unlimited hosting the 0-2 Patrick Mahomes and company. Both teams 0-2. Yeah, Chiefs. Yeah, they're just taking it easy the first couple weeks,
Looks like
or
it.
yeah. Travis Kelce dropped a touchdown last week, unlike him, and it turned it into an interception.
Yep.
Tip pass into an interception kind of sealed the game. Um, yeah, Giants. Russell Wilson looked really good last week. can he keep it up at home? They haven't played at home yet this year. So it's kind of going back to MetLife and kind of bringing the home crowd, hometown hero to New York. But a lot of people after week one were saying put Jackson Dart in. So I
Hmm.
don't know if that had anything to do with Russell's performance or whatnot. But yeah, what do you have to add on this one?
Nothing really.
Pacheco's not doing anything. The whole offense for the Chiefs isn't really doing anything.
Yeah, I think this is. I just think this is going to be the Chiefs' bounce back game. I mean, this is a gimme. I think. I mean, yeah, unless Russ goes off for another 450, which I said that might be his best game of his season. Whenever his season ends, because I do think Jackson Dart, if they keep going down this losing streak, I think they at some point you got to put him in,
Have
give
to.
the young kid a try,
He did get
or a
in last
chance.
week. He did get last
I'm
week and
saying start.
slipped
Yes,
and minus 3 yards.
yeah, starting though. Yeah, um, yeah. I'm gonna go Chiefs on the road. I think they get it done. I think they get their. I think they get their their win here. So
That's what I think about the Chiefs' first 2 weeks of the season, man. It's been booty cheeks for the first 2 weeks, man. I'm serious. Like there hasn't been any highlights. I mean, Patrick Mahomes has been the leading rusher the first 2 weeks of the
yeah,
season. He ran
yeah,
for like
not good.
56 yards and 66 yards. Um, yeah. And then Xavier Worthy might be back.
Hollywood
Um,
Brown,
Hollywood Brown didn't have
not a
near a game. He
for
had
week
five
one he
catches
did,
for
but yeah.
week one. He had like 19 targets, and I think
Mm,
that's what they need to do. They need to get the ball out more and get it to the weapons. But if Xavier Worthy's back, that might help. Just open up the field a little bit more. But their run game's got to get going. Patrick Mahomes can't be running for his life every week here. Giants defense looks stout. I mean, not stout, I shouldn't say, but they have some dogs
they do.
on the defensive side. Cam Scatabo got a fair amount of touches last week, and
Hmm.
tough to bring down, man.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
it's that run, the Ashton Genty run too, just lowered his shoulder and ran over that guy last week. So
Yep.
these rookie running backs, known in their collegiate days for running people over, are doing it in the NFL now in the higher league.
Hmm.
Tough to bring down. But yeah, if Russell Wilson goes off for 303 touchdowns, it's going to be a tough week for the Chiefs to keep up. Um, I can see Russell throwing for 300 in this. Seriously, see Russell throwing for 300 in this one. So, but I'm taking the Chiefs though. The Chiefs got to bounce
Yeah.
back here, and this is the game to
Hmm.
do it. So yeah, give me the Chiefs on, especially during prime time. Patrick Mahomes is prime time. Doesn't lose in prime time. So yeah, give me the Kansas City Chiefs in this one.
There you go.
Yeah, excuse me. I apologize. But dude, my
uh,
bad. Been gassy today. So,
uh,
but yeah, Monday night. So it wraps up Sunday with the Chiefs and the Giants, and then Monday night we get a battle of the two top teams. I mean, they're both 1-1, but
mm,
52 for last week from the Lions. Ravens put up 41, I think, the first week, and then another actually got held pretty. Derrick Henry only had like 26 yards or
he didn't
something
do anything.
last
Yeah.
week. But yeah, with Lamar Jackson, MVP type player, D Hop had another touchdown, 2 for 2.
Yep.
So he's coming back to life. But yeah, Baltimore's just too good of a team, I believe, to let the Lions score 52.
Yeah, oh yeah.
If they do score 52, you'd expect the Ravens to score 52 as well.
Hmm.
But this one's going to be a fun one to watch. I'm glad it's prime time Monday night. Only one game this week, Monday night, which is nice. Don't have to stay up till 10 o'clock to catch the second one.
Right.
But yeah, anything to add in this one? AJ Brown, or not AJ Brown, Amara St. Brown going for 3 tutties last week.
Hmm.
Um,
This is a great Monday night game.
yeah, it's fun.
Yeah,
Ravens
it's
tough schedule. Holy buckets.
yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, who do you
It's a
got?
tough one for me, man. I just don't know. This is a toss up. I think I'm gonna go Baltimore Ravens at home. Um, yeah, hopefully they can get Derrick Henry going a little bit more than they did last week, a lot more than they did last week. Hope he gets in the end zone. That receiving core, Lamar Jackson, hopefully runs all over him. Yeah, I'm gonna go Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, Lions. What the Packers run? What did Josh Jacobs rush for against the Lions? Like 100.
No, 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 69 yards.
Yeah, and they
for
held
a touchdown.
DeAndre Swift for 60 yards last week as well.
Hmm.
Lions defense is pretty stout up front, but I mean, yeah, they got their secondary is a little. I don't know, man. Baltimore, I think is gonna have a field day with the Lions defense. I just have a feeling, but then again, the Lions, yeah, like you could put up
Their
52
offense,
any week,
I think it's gonna be a very high scoring game. As long as
53 and
as
a
long as they can,
half.
the offenses can click. Yeah, I think both. That's gonna be a high scoring game. It's gonna be a fun Monday night game for sure.
Yeah, Baltimore favored by 4.5, 53 and a half over under. Who'd you pick?
I picked the Baltimore Ravens.
Give me the Lions. Give
There you
me the
go.
Detroit Lions. With the way they played last week, if they can keep any like half of that momentum from last week, roll it over. Uh,
Hmm.
Ravens kind of yeah, that first week was tough. Who did the Ravens play last week? I'm just gonna go check their Browns. Yeah, so they had obviously easy bounce back game, but look at this: Lions, Chiefs, Texans, Rams. And then they play the Bears again and the Dolphins. Obviously can't call the Vikings, but then to end their season: Bengals, Steelers, Bengals, Patriots, Packers, Steelers again.
I mean, it's pretty similar. I mean, it's a tough schedule for sure right off the bat, but I mean, it's pretty
Yeah,
similar to like what the I think the Vikings have a pretty tough schedule. I think the Packers have a pretty tough schedule. I think the schedule's a little bit different this year for AFC and NFC. I think they try to put some, tougher
bigger
games
games at the beginning,
beginning of the season.
divisionals.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I think I don't think they're usually like that. I think usually it's non-conference games at the beginning of the season, and
yeah.
then
So
you
there's
start
a
moving into divisional towards the
right.
end. But yeah, so they put a few divisionals. Obviously, the Packers played the Lions, the Vikings played the Bears. You had like six divisional games right away week one. So yeah, that's kind of fun. I like it. Makes the games more meaningful, but at the same
Hmm.
time, play the Lions week one, play them again week 15. They're a totally different team
Right. I just think
than
I like it this way because you have to play pretty good football right away. I mean, if you want to, I mean, because you could be up a lot of games by the end of the year in your division, and if you're up 3 or 4 games and you lose one to like the Detroit Lions or the Chicago Bears, the Minnesota Vikings, that shit doesn't matter. It can be 1-1. You're already up on one. If you have a good start to this first half of the season and you go maybe undefeated or you lose one game, it's gonna be tough for your opponents in your division to come back
yeah, for
and beat
sure.
you out of the playoffs. So I think I like it this way. It makes teams play. I know people would say like, "Oh, the teams are rusty right off the bat." You got training camp. I mean, you guys are
In
professionals.
preseason.
You shouldn't be rusty week one. There's no
In
excuse.
preseason. Yeah, a lot of starters don't play preseason at all, and I think you'll start seeing a lot more of that,
Have to,
especially
yeah.
if this is the way it goes.
And the injuries with quarterbacks too. I mean, freak, but I mean, maybe those preseason games will help them out a little bit. I don't know.
Yep. Yeah. Hell yeah. Well, that wraps up week three predictions and picks. Um, should be fun here and everything like that. Let's go ahead and stop sharing that, and then yeah. So we got touchdowns,
Yes, sir.
and
Yep, I got mine,
locks
and
of
you
the
can.
week.
Yep, touchdown locks of the week. I will go first, and you can fall behind,
Cool.
follow suit. I'm gonna go Josh Allen plus one rushing touchdown tomorrow night against Miami Dolphins. I think it's a lock. I like to see what he does on his feet and on the ground. So yeah, I'm excited for that game. I don't think it's gonna be a great game, but I'm excited to see that the running ability of Josh Allen tomorrow night. I'm gonna go Jonnu Smith for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm gonna go plus one receiving. He had one the first week. I'm gonna hopefully. I think he's healthy. I believe he's healthy. Yeah, I'm gonna go him for plus one receiving against the New England Patriots. And then my running back on a new team this year. I picked him up in fantasy. He's done pretty well for me. I'm gonna go Javonte Williams plus one rushing for the Dallas Cowboys against the Chicago Bears. So those are my three locks of the week.
Heck yeah. All pretty solid. Johnu Smith, they have so many. They have the Pat
They do,
Fryermuth and
they do,
everything.
but he had a touchdown first week, and I think if he gets in there, he's a big target in the back of the end zone if Rodgers is
Yeah.
able to find him.
What do you have last year? Like 13 touchdowns for the Miami Dolphins or something like that. Something
Yeah, had a
ridiculous.
phenomenal year, which I was
Best
surprised
season ever.
Miami let
Yeah.
him go. But yeah,
Yeah.
Steelers. I think Steelers got a good one, but like you said, the Steelers do have a pretty a big tight end room with a lot of good players. So hopefully he's able to get in and get in the end zone.
Yeah. I think he's getting like 7 targets each week.
Hmm.
So pretty involved in the offense. All great locks. Great TD picks. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna stick kind of to the home teams. I'm gonna go Green Bay Packers. I'm gonna go Josh Jacobs with another touchdown there that week against the Cleveland Browns. I think they're probably gonna put up 30 or 40. And so yeah, Josh Jacobs got to be one of those guys that scores, gets in the end zone that week.
Yep.
So give me Josh Jacobs with a touchdown. Give me Jordan Mason for the Minnesota
Good
Vikings
pick.
with Aaron Jones out of the lineup there. He's going to be heavily involved, a lot of touches, a lot of catches out of the backfield. So give me Jordan Mason with the touchdown uh, against the Cincinnati Bengals. And then let's go Arizona Cardinals. We said this guy's got to step it up. He's got to be more involved in the offense. They're going to be playing a tough team in San Francisco. San Francisco can put up a lot of points. Maybe what's his name? Mac Jones throws 3 touchdowns.
Hmm.
Kyler Murray's got to do the same thing. They got to stay in the game. So yeah, give me Arizona. Give me Marvin Harrison Jr. to have a touchdown as well. Um, yeah, that one's kind of an off one there, but I think Jordan Mason and Josh Jacobs will definitely get one for
Oh
sure.
yeah, I think
But then
Jordan Mason's going to take a. He's going to be a big, huge part of their offense the next 3 weeks. I think. With who knows if um, O'Connell trusts. Once I'm guessing he does a little bit, but letting him sling it 40 times a game or 35 times a game, I don't know if that's going to happen. I think they're going to try to run it quite a bit. So yeah, I think that's a great lock in Jordan Mason.
yeah, otherwise you can pick anybody off of the Detroit Lions or the Baltimore Ravens. Like you said, I think that's going to
Yep.
be a shootout. So
Yep.
I bet you Amon-Ra St. Brown has one. Jameer Gibbs would have one. You think Lamar Jackson's going to run one in? Derrick
And give
Henry
me
run
and
one
give me
in?
Tucker Kraft too. That's my honorary pick. I'm going to take Tucker
Yeah,
Kraft for a receiving touchdown
yeah.
too against
Tucker
this
Kraft,
Cleveland
three
Browns.
touchdowns in 2 weeks. So
Yeah.
he's basically the highlight of the offense there with Josh Jacobs. But Jordan Love is just taking care of the ball. He's not turning over, which is huge. Playing pretty well. And then yeah, Packers defense just kind of owning everybody, especially the
Yeah.
top two offenses. I shouldn't say
Hmm.
top two offenses, but two of the top offenses in the league, and just kind of just putting them to shame. So there's going
Yeah.
to be scary this year. Who's some of the other teams? Philadelphia, obviously.
Philadelphia, obviously front runner. Obviously, you said Buccaneers. I think Buccaneers are good. I was kind of scared last week. Kind of thought they were going to lose for a second, but they were able to come back in that leadership mentality by Baker Mayfield.
Buffalo looks good. I
Yeah,
mean, they
Buffalo.
came back and beat the Ravens. That was a
Yep.
fun week 1 game.
Chargers, you can say too, atop of the AFC as well, with Buffalo and Baltimore. Um, I
Philly.
don't know. Philly, yeah,
Did we already
Philly's in
say
the
Philly?
NFC. Yeah,
Yeah, Philly's
NFC.
looking good.
Yeah, for NFC, I got obviously I'm gonna
Green
say
Bay,
Packers because I'm biased, but yeah,
Bucks, and
Eagles and Bucks, and then
Detroit.
yeah, I'd probably have to say Detroit. Yeah, right
Obviously,
now,
they can't
right
win. They
now,
can't be the top four divisional
right.
winners, but
Well,
top four
shit.
teams in the
Actually, no. I
NFC
might have to toss Rams in there too in the NFC in that
yeah,
conversation. Those four
could.
teams, yeah, Green Bay, Detroit, Buccaneers, and the Rams. I'd probably say they're my top, and Philadelphia, obviously. So 5 teams, I guess, in the NFC, and then yeah, Chargers up there, AFC, Buffalo, Baltimore. Who else did we say? You got to pick another. I don't know. You could do a shot in the dark and pick the Indianapolis Colts. That'd be pretty damn crazy if they can
Yeah,
make a run with Daniel Jones. But we'll see.
yeah. Colts. I mean, Kansas City can't ever count them
Can't.
out
Yeah.
of the talk there. I mean, Denver with their defense alone,
Hmm.
looking stout. Um, Not
Yeah.
Jacksonville. Yeah,
Texans could. I don't know. Texans could make a run.
nah,
I don't. Yeah, I don't see that either.
no, they didn't. They put up like 9 points the first week and fucking 20 points this week, and yeah, one came Nick Chubb
Yeah. I
junk
mean,
time.
it's a weird. I think at this time. I mean, I know it's early in the season, week 3, but there is. I think there you could easily name the top 18 or top 8 to 10 teams in the NFL, like for sure that are standing out right now. But obviously, still early in the season. Wait till we get to week 8, and we might have a different conversation or new teams that top the list.
Yeah, it's way too early to tell. Usually about like week 8, week 10, you kind of know where teams are at and what they
Mm.
look like and have an identity. But right now, yeah, can't really go off much. Only 2 weeks of tape, but yeah, I like Green Bay. Honestly, it sucks to say being a Vikings fan, but they do look like one of the best teams out there. So,
We'll
but
see. Like you said, a lot of season left. Can't get too high, can't get too low. Just keep your head down and keep playing.
yeah, a lot of season left, and hopefully, some of these starting quarterbacks can get healthy
Hmm.
and get back into the games because yeah, some teams are desperate here. I mean, who do you got? Jameis Winston, Kirk Cousins, um,
I mean, the other some teams that could. I mean, obviously, like
like free agents. Who do you got
Cincinnati.
to?
That Cincinnati, that's the toughest one. If Browning doesn't do well, they have to
Like,
find somebody else, man.
but who?
Because
There's
I
only
mean, they can take Kurt. They can, but the thing is,
you have to
you're
eat
taking,
$40 million
but also you're the team that has
or
that
80.
quarterback, like the Atlanta Falcons. They have that quarterback. Is that willing to give up a good backup quarterback if Michael Penix goes down and be in that same situation that the Cincinnati
Depends what
Bengals
you
are in?
get. I mean, to take that 80 million or whatever they owe him off of their plate, I mean,
Right.
that's worth it. I
I
mean,
think there's some I don't know backups of Jameis. He's not on the books for much.
9.
Who
I think
else?
9.
Yeah,
But
who
Jameis
else?
Winston with the fucking Cincinnati Bengals, if you had Jameis Winston on there with
Anthony
Jamar
Richards,
Chase and
Anthony Richardson.
dude, I'd take Jameis Winston out of any of those
Oh
quarterbacks.
yeah, but I'm saying the available quarterbacks right now.
Especially with the Cincinnati Bengals. How many weapons? You saw what he did with the Bucks. 500
Hmm.
yards and 5 touchdowns, but he also threw 4 interceptions. But he was getting W's in Tampa Bay. I mean, if you have Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and Chase Brown and Jameis Winston thrown to them, that'd be fun.
Oh yeah, it would be.
That'd be hell of a time there in Cincy. But yeah, a lot of season left. Yeah, quarterbacks got to stay healthy. Players got to stay healthy.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, sucks for Austin Eckler. His career is probably over now. With that
Yeah.
Achilles pop at age 32, especially being a running back. Um, but yeah, it's fun first 2 weeks, man. A
Hmm.
lot of touchdowns, a lot of
Oh yeah.
touchdowns. I think it's the highest scoring first 2 weeks at a NFL in like the first, in I don't know how long, 20 years or whatever. So it's been fun first 2 weeks. Let's keep it rolling into week 3 here. Kicking us off with Buffalo and Miami tomorrow night.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, anything else to add? Anything else you got? We kind of missed
No.
last week, but back to
Yeah.
regular scheduled programming and everything. So
Nothing else to add. Yeah, it's just not a great game on Thursday. Wish they would have picked a better game on Thursday to start off the week three, but we'll
who
see how
knows,
it
dude?
turns
It's
out.
divisional. It's
It's
divisional.
divisional. Um,
And Tua's played Miami a bunch of times.
hmm.
It's in Buffalo though, so but it's not too
Yeah.
cold yet. So who
No.
knows? I mean, Tyreek
Hopefully,
and Jalen
hopefully,
Waddle and Devon Achane, man.
hopefully it's a good game. Yeah. Hopefully, they can
You've
get all
seen
three of
you've
those guys going.
seen
Devon Achane has not been playing very good. He had
I
30
think
yards last week.
no, he had a bunch of receiving yards and a
Maybe
touchdown.
receiving, yeah, but on the ground, I don't think. I believe he only had 30 yards on the ground last week.
Yeah, but if he can put up 100 through the air, doesn't it's 130 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, it's still yards. Yeah, still yards. So it doesn't really matter. But um,
Yeah, but if they can get that offense clicking like it was 2 years ago, when remember when Tua was like fucking yoked and was doing jujitsu and shit, and like
well,
he
then
was
the next is that the year after that he had like 8
Mhm.
concussions.
Yeah, but he was learning
Yeah.
how to roll. He threw for he was the like top 5 quarterback last in that year. He had like the most yards. He had like 5,000 yards and like 32
Hmm.
touchdowns.
Yeah.
So I mean, if they can get it back to that, I mean, they got weapons for days. So just their defense isn't looking too hot. Um, yeah, they did have a special teams kick return last week though,
Yep.
so that's kind of
Yep.
cool. A lot of kick returns or a lot of yeah. Antonio Gibson last week,
Yep. Yep. You mentioned
Malik
that. Yeah.
Washington, Jalen Noel for the Houston Texans
Uh-huh.
almost had one against the Bucks. Got caught there, tripped up at the end. But I mean, yeah, I like the new kickoff rules and setup and everything. A lot of strategy. I would just say like kicking it in within the landing zone, having weird spin on it, just like
Hmm.
the perfect one from Seattle's kicker for the against the Steelers, just right over
Yep.
his head. And I mean that's kind of fun. It is kind of fun, and they're still going full speed. I've still seen a lot of concussions happen on. I know they're not laying on the field or anything, but their bells still get rung on those
Oh
opening
yeah.
kickoffs. So
Definitely. Yeah, for sure.
hell yeah. Well, week 3 wrap up. Yeah, Miami kicking us off with Buffalo, and then Detroit and Baltimore wrapping up week 3 on Monday night. Should be a hell of a week. And then yeah, college football is looking good too. I mean, I think the viewers and ratings are up like 25%
Yeah, the
from the
Texas
previous
Longhorns need to
years.
pick it up. Archie Manning. He needs
Oh
to
yeah,
step it up because he
he's
is not
getting
looking good.
trashed. He's getting trashed on the internet.
As he should be. I mean, he's filling big shoes, but I mean, he's not playing good. He doesn't look like a D1 quarterback, starting D1 quarterback at all, especially for Texas.
Yeah, against
He
that
needs
U
to have a
against yeah UTEP last week or whatever had
yeah,
a yeah not looking good. Did have a scramble. Looks good with his legs, I guess. But yeah, his arm. I think he's hurt, dude. Honestly, think his something's wrong with his throwing shoulder.
well,
Because there was some tape of him wincing after throwing, and
yeah,
week 2 or week 1, even week 1 against Ohio State, he that first ball he threw was like 10 yards short in the dirt.
hmm
Like that's not. Yeah, we saw him play last year. He wasn't throwing it like that last year, and he's throwing sidearm, trying to relieve pressure off his shoulder. I bet.
yeah.
I
Well,
think
they got to
there's
get
something
that.
wrong.
They got to get that figured out because or else he's going to stay another year in college. He's not. He's
Yeah,
not damn well not ready for the NFL yet.
Stark was asked, "Is there an injury with Arch Manning? Is he hurt?" And he's like, "Who told you that? Who said
Yeah,
that?"
I
And
saw that
yeah,
press conference. Yeah,
so I think there is something going on a little bit deeper than we think, um, but yeah, also Shadur Sanders controversy, not controversy, but rumors coming out saying that he declined the Ravens. The Ravens were going to draft him at
yeah.
pick like 141,
And he
like
didn't want to
10
sit behind
Lamar
Lamar.
Jackson. Yeah, man. Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought
but
that was over. I thought that stuff was over, but I guess not.
well, it's over for me. I don't really care what they say now. I'm on focused on the NFL season and watching teams play and get after it. To the people that are actually on the field and playing.
Yeah, 100%. And that's what Shadur said. He's like, yeah, I don't remember. What I'm just focused on is
Good. Yeah.
right now. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. They could use a put. I want to see one of them, at least Dylan or Shadur start. Not against the Packers, like I said, bad starting position for them. But wait a
Yeah.
week or something and get them in the game where they can actually do something. But yeah,
Well,
wraps up
yeah.
week 3. Um, yeah. Anything else to add?
Nope. Nothing for me.
Cool. Alrighty, guys. We'll see you guys next week on the pod. Until then, peace.
Peace.